Hi guys, Diagnosedan here, and today we're working on an '08 BMW 3 Series, and this car, guys, has quite a story. A couple of months ago, no lights would come on the dash, the ignition switch wouldn't work, there was a little symbol on the dash on the steering lock wouldn't come off, the car wouldn't respond on anything, so they towed it to a local garage. And they changed lots of modules. They changed the steering column, which hold the electronic steering lock, and it wouldn't work. It cost thousands and thousands of euros. Then it was sent to a dealership, and they actually got it to run, and now it's here. Everything works fine, only the comfort access system doesn't work, so they want us to take a look at it. So I actually solved the problem today. But I want to show you guys step by step how I did it. So let's go and take a look. If your BMW has comfort access, you will have these little ridges on the handle. If it's smooth, it doesn't have the system. Well, what the system does is when you have your key in your pocket or in the car's vicinity, you only have to touch the handle and it will automatically lock. Or you hold the key in your pocket and you will stick your hand through the handle and it will unlock. And on this car, guys, it doesn't work because the key is in the vicinity, but it doesn't lock. It does on the key itself, but it does not on the handle. The next thing I did is to check for updates for this car. And with this unit, you can update all the modules in the car. And what it does is compare the software in the modules to the latest software that's available. And you can see there are some updates for this car, for instance for the telephone. And you can see this can only be programmed via fiber optic cable. We will talk about this later in another episode. And what I saw is that the comfort access system is not responding. You see it's red. And what I noticed is then when you do a quick scan and the module does not respond, it does not flag a code. So it does not stand out, guys. So be careful. When you do a quick test and the system is not working, it won't flag a code. So you won't see it. So actually, when I go back now and I manually select comfort access, it does not communicate, and I missed that, guys. So what you basically need to do now is to check for power and grounds and communication. So let's see. The next thing I did is found out where this comfort access module lives, and it actually lives in the trunk. And you have to remove a panel on the right side of the trunk, and this is where it lives. And what I found, guys, and I actually found it like this, is the connector was not connected. It was not on the module. Could it be this easy, guys? Well, it usually isn't. And let's see. So with the connector on, I wanted to see if I could communicate with the module again. So to do that, I have to put on the ignition, and look, guys, absolutely no response. This car is not responding anymore. And look, in the dash there's that little symbol, that steering lock symbol. These symptoms are exactly the same as the customer had months ago. This car was never fixed. The connector was disconnected, and then it started up, and they thought, let's leave it like this. So let's find out. We'll take the connector off and see if it will start again. So the connector is off again. Let's see. And it starts up again, guys. So despite the car not responding, I still want to see if I can communicate with the car access module. So let's see, comfort access. Okay, no communication. And what I also noticed, with the connector connected, I could also no longer communicate with, for instance, park distance control. So with the connector disconnected, I can communicate with park distance control, and with the connector connected from the car access module, I cannot anymore. So let's pull up a wiring diagram and see what's happening, guys. So the next thing I did is to check for power and grounds for the comfort access module, and it's all okay. So I wanted to see how this thing communicated. So I pulled up the wiring diagram, and it communicates via this green wire and this orange green wire on these lines over here. And actually you see next to it sitting the park distance control, communicating via the same wire, guys. So when I plug in this module, I can no longer communicate with this module and this module. So something is happening on these communication lines when I plug in my comfort access. So let's actually find out what's happening on those lines. Okay guys, inside the trunk, rear right, this is the comfort access module. You can see I am connected to the green and the orange green wire. The connector is disconnected from the module. I know you guys are screaming, you should have back probed it. I know I should. Only I want to put the connector in and out, and it's almost impossible. My probes keep falling out. This is inside the car. No water here. I will fix those wires. It will be fine. No worries. I've got my scope connected, my GMTO scope, and this is actually what the communication looked like, and look like it's very healthy, guys. Nothing wrong with it. So let's plug in the module. Let me see. And still healthy communication, guys. So nothing wrong with the communication. So is this it, guys? Is the module busted? We've got good power and grounds. I checked that. We've got healthy communication. It's still going. And I actually put in some known goods with this scope. With one click of a button, you can put the known goods in and out. So looks exactly the same. So that's all good. But it's a bit of a mystery, guys. If I got good power and grounds and I've got good communication, why can I not communicate with it? So you would call it a broken module. But before I do that, I want to check some things, because these modules aren't cheap. So let's check a little bit more. Okay guys, pulled up another wiring diagram for this comfort access system. Looking for the inputs of the system. It actually has 4 antennas for recognizing the key if it is in the vicinity of the car. For the inside and the outside of the car, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 antennas. And then over here we got our door handles. Let me see. This is the passenger side, and this is the driver's side. I want to check the driver's side first. You see, it got its own ground, got its own feed coming from a fuse. So there's a signal wire going to the comfort access module. It is a white wire. It's located on pin 1. So let's see what we've got. I unscrewed the module, only 2 plastic nuts holding it down for easier access. Disconnect the connector. This cover, there's a little clip over here. Get it out of the way, it slides right off. And then we want to check the signal wire on pin number 1. It was a white wire, and here it is. And what I want to do is get it out of there. So there's a little clip here holding it down. Push on it. You should be able to slide it out. Let me see. Giving me a little bit of a hard time. There it is. Okay. What I want to do is get it out of the way and connect the module again. Watch it without the cover. You can actually do it both ways now. So the power was on this side, this wire. I checked it before. So it goes like this. So let's check if we can communicate. Okay, the white signal wire of the left handle is out of the connector, and guys, still no response, still cannot communicate, so no change. So let's go to the next. Okay guys, this was a signal wire for the driver door handle, white wire. Checked that one, disconnected it, made no change. So let's move on to the next one. It's also a white wire, is the signal wire for the passenger side handle, and it's on pin number 4. So let's disconnect that one and see if we got any change, guys. So let's get pin number 1 back in again, and it locks right in. And the other white wire on pin number 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, white pin, or white wire, I mean. Get that out. Push on the clip, it comes right out. Put it back in the module and see if there's any change. So white wire, signal wire from the passenger door handle taken out of the connector. So let's see what it will do. And the car starts right up, guys. Let's see. This is actually our comfort access module, and we can communicate, guys. No fault codes, so that's great. Okay guys, passenger side door handle has got its own feed over here going to a fuse, and it's got its ground over here, and on pin number 1 on the door handle is our white wire going to pin number 4 on the comfort access module. And with this pin out of the connector, we can communicate with our module again. So something wrong over here, so we gotta find out what it is. We would expect to see voltage passing through this wire over here all the way to our module, and when we put our hand on the handle, we change the field strength over here, and this transistor over here will very rapidly short or pull down to ground this voltage over here, creating a signal. So let's see what it does. Our signal wire from our passenger side door handle, expect to see a voltage over here. No voltage, maybe even a ground. Can't be sure with an LED. Gotta use a bulb style test light connected to battery positive. If this is a ground, the bulb should light. As you can see, guys, it actually does. This wire is fully grounded, and it shouldn't be. So let's compare it to the other side. Our driver's side are known good. Pin number 1, also white wire. And what have we got? We have got a voltage. So definitely something wrong with this wire over here. So let's trace the problem down. So the wire from the door handle is going all the way through the car, ending in the door handle here. So behind this rubber, there's a little hex bolt holding it down. You can slide it out, this cover, and actually, if you move it forward, you can easily slide the whole handle out. Well, at the end of the handle, here's our white wire going to the handle. So let's disconnect it and look if our wire is still shorted. So I got the door handle off now on the passenger side. The connector on the door handle disconnected. So I want to see if this wire is still shorted out, because it could be shorted inside the door handle, or it could be shorted on the body of the car somewhere. So let's find out. My test light connected to battery positive. Let's check if the test light works. It lights. So nothing, guys. So nothing wrong with this wire. Our problem was in our door handle. Okay, our passenger side door handle. Our problem must be in this handle somewhere. So let's take a closer look. And this is our connector. And this is our problem, guys. Some serious heat damage over here. So Diagnose confirmed, guys. This handle shorted internally. Want to show you guys real quick with our short to ground out of the way. So our door handle off. The key is actually on the roof of the car, and let's touch the handle. Great, guys, that's a fix. Okay, guys, another quick thing I want to show you, that even though this handle is not connected, that connector is not going anywhere. So no voltage going to the control module. And we have communication now. We can see it's not operated. And put your hand on the handle. And it actually is operated right now. So it is functional. But even though the handle on the right side is not connected, it does not set a fault code, guys. So very hard to diagnose this. It does not set fault codes on these handles. Tomorrow I will put a new door handle on this car, and it will be fixed, and really fixed this time. And when you think about it, how cool was this one, guys? We actually had a no start because of the door handle, only on my channel, guys. So it may have seemed easy on video. Actually, a lot of work went into this car. We had no communication, everything looked fine. When we had communication, we had no fault codes. So never easy, guys, but that's why they brought the car over here, and eventually we found the problem. So I hope you enjoyed my videos. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, give me a like, and if you comment below this video, I will try to respond, okay? So Diagnosedan, see you next time, guys.